Have you ever wondered what happens when love is tested by the weight of expectations and traditions? This is the story of Clara and Adrian, a tale that begins in the simplest of places but grows into a journey of resilience, sacrifice, and, ultimately, love. Clara lived in a charming, quiet village, surrounded by rolling hills and fields that seemed to stretch forever. She was a dreamer, always with her nose in a book, and her mind wandering far beyond the village's boundaries. Though her family didn't have much, they shared something far more valuable, a love so strong it filled their modest cottage with warmth and laughter. Clara often thought of her family as her greatest treasure. One crisp autumn morning, the air was alive with the chatter of the bustling village market. Clara strolled through the stalls, captivated by the vibrant sights and smells. Lost in thought, she didn't notice someone walking toward her. With a sudden collision, her books tumbled to the ground. "I'm so sorry," Clara exclaimed, her cheeks turning red. Before she could bend to gather her things, a tall, kind-faced man had already crouched to help. "You must be a storyteller," he said with a chuckle, handing her a stack of books, carrying half a library around. Clara couldn't help but smile. His name was Adrian, and that moment was the beginning of something neither of them could have foreseen. Adrian was different from anyone Clara had ever met. His laughter was contagious, his stories captivating, and his dreams as vast as the world itself. He spoke of adventure, of traveling to faraway places, and of living a life filled with purpose. For the first time, Clara felt understood. She shared her own dreams with Adrian, of becoming a writer, of crafting stories that could touch people's hearts and bring them joy. Their days together became the highlight of Clara's life. They'd sit by the riverbank, skipping stones and talking until the stars came out. Adrian's presence felt like home, even more so than the little cottage she loved so dearly. It wasn't long before their friendship blossomed into love. But as their bond grew deeper, so did the challenges that awaited them. Adrian came from a family of wealth and prestige, a stark contrast to Clara's humble roots. When Adrian's parents learned about Clara, they were far from pleased. One evening, Clara found herself standing awkwardly in their grand estate, feeling completely out of place. Adrian's mother regarded her with a cold smile. "She's sweet, Adrian," she said, her tone dripping with condescension. "But love doesn't pay the bills. You have responsibilities." His father's words were harsher still. "Marrying her would be a mistake. We cannot support this relationship." The rejection stung deeply, but Clara felt an even greater weight on her shoulders. She couldn't bear the thought of being the reason Adrian's family turned against him. That night, Clara confided in her mother. They sat by the fireplace, the warmth of the flames unable to melt the heaviness in Clara's heart. "My dear," her mother said gently, "love is a beautiful thing. But sometimes, it isn't enough to bridge a gap this wide. What will you do?" Clara had no answer. Her love for Adrian was undeniable, but so was the reality of their situation. The next evening, she met Adrian by the riverbank, their favorite spot. The golden hues of the setting sun mirrored the bittersweet emotions in her heart. "Clara, none of this matters," Adrian said, his voice filled with determination. "You are my dream." Tears welled up in Clara's eyes. "But at what cost, Adrian? I can't be the reason you lose everything." After a long and emotional conversation, they made the heart-wrenching decision to part ways. For now, they promised to cherish their memories and remain friends, though the pain of their separation lingered. As the seasons changed, so did their lives. Clara poured her soul into her writing, finding solace in the stories she created. Her heartbreak became the foundation for tales that resonated deeply with readers. Adrian, meanwhile, moved to the city, building a successful career. Though miles apart, they never truly let go of each other. Letters became their lifeline, a way to keep their connection alive despite the distance. Years passed, and life moved on. But neither Clara nor Adrian forgot the love they once shared. One crisp spring morning, Adrian returned to the village. It had been years since he'd last seen Clara, but his heart told him it was time. When he found her, he was struck by how her kindness and resilience shone brighter than ever. "I've never stopped loving you," Adrian confessed, his voice steady but filled with emotion. "I've built a life where I can stand on my own, where we can stand together." Clara hesitated. The scars of their past were still fresh, and the pain of their separation lingered. But as Adrian spoke, she saw the truth in his eyes. He was ready to face any challenge for the chance to be with her. And so, their love story came full circle. They married in a simple yet heartfelt ceremony in the countryside, surrounded by Clara's family and friends. Adrian's parents chose not to attend, but their absence didn't diminish the joy of the day. Together, Clara and Adrian built a life founded on love, trust, and mutual respect. They faced challenges, but they faced them together, proving that true love can overcome even the deepest divides. Years later, Clara and Adrian often found themselves sitting on their porch, watching the sun dip below the horizon, their hands entwined. Their story is a testament to the power of love, a love that, despite the odds, endures and grows stronger. Because when two hearts are truly determined, they can create a life that's not just beautiful but extraordinary.